everyone, it's Finnovation. Recently I saw this really cool article where they made some donuts. They look like they're hydro-dipped. And the obvious question is...
The obvious question is, Finn, can you find a way to hydro-dip donuts?
Yes, we can. In this video, we're going to show you exactly that. Let's get right into it. Alright, the first thing we're going to need is our ingredients. First, you're going to need some milk, some salt, butter, vanilla, and some donuts. You can either hand make these or buy them. We would recommend mini donuts, some food coloring, and some confectioner's sugar or powdered sugar. Alright, the first thing we're going to make is a pretty simple frosting. So what you're going to do first is half a teaspoon salt. We have everything already pre-measured out. 2 sticks of butter, then you are going to need 2 cups of powdered sugar. And lastly, you're going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Then you're going to mix it together. Alright, now that I have this mixed a little bit, I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of milk. There we go. And then I'm going to keep mixing this, and I'm going to gradually add another 3 cups of powdered sugar. Alright, now we're going to add about the rest of this bag of powdered sugar. We measured, and this is about 3 cups. So, now you may be wondering, if we add all this powdered sugar, it's just going to be pretty much normal frosting, and how are you going to hydro dip it? So now the whole idea is that we're going to heat it up, and then it will be a kind of runny consistency, so we'll dip the donuts in, and when the frosting cools back to normal, it'll be like a hydro-dipped effect. So, I might also want to add, if you don't know what hydro-dipping is, it's basically when you put spray paint on the top of water and you dip something in, and it leaves a really cool effect. So that's kind of what we're hoping with these donuts. Alright, so we've added the powdered sugar, and the frosting is still not the consistency that we want. We want this to just basically be normal frosting consistency. You don't want it to be like runny or thick or anything. You just want it to be pretty much just normal frosting. So right now we just added about 3 to 6 tablespoons of milk. Alright, now we're going to be getting our frosting into the bowls. So now you want a lot of the white frosting actually, and you want to keep this undyed because this is going to be like kind of the base for the hydro dipping. So if you've ever hydro dipped before, this would be like the water before the spray paint. So I'm just going to kind of get as much of this white stuff as I can, white frosting, and put it in the bowl. And you want a decent amount of this. I'm probably going to add more later. But then you want just a bit of the next colors, a good amount, but not too much. And these are going to be like the colors, so this would be like the spray paint. Alright, now that we have everything ready, here we've prepared a little tray so that when we finish dipping the donuts, we've got somewhere to put them. And I'm actually just going to be using 2 little sticks to dip my donuts in. But what we're going to do now is melt our frosting. And the little bowls we're going to put in for about 30 seconds, and the big one maybe a minute. But you do want to stop every so often to check on them to make sure you're not like burning the frosting or anything. So remember that once these are melted, they will solidify and go back to room temperature pretty quick, so you do have to do this quickly. So we're going to do that right now. Alright, so we just microwaved all of our colors, and we did about the little ones for about 15 and the big one for about 45-ish. So now what we're going to do is we are going to have to work quickly here because we don't want this to solidify. And we're basically just going to add a couple blobs in there, you know. And this is frosting, so it is going to sit on the top because we have a little bit of a hard layer. I might have added a little bit too much blue there. But you're just going to add a little bit of all the colors. And, just kind of add some little swirls in there. And just kind of want to be creative, I guess. And then... lastly, we're going to add a little bit of a like darker green here. And be careful, the bowls are hot. And then once you've got all that added in, you're going to grab a knife, and you're just going to kind of stir it together lightly. You don't want this to be like too stirred, so right there I might have even stirred it a little bit too much. But as you can see, we've got like this nice little thing, and I'm just going to grab a donut, and I'm just going to kind of get it like that. And I'm just going to go dip it in. And now once that's there, we might let it sit for just a second. And I'm gonna pull it out. Beautiful. That is so pretty. Wow. All right, so now here's one final tip. So as you're adding back in your frosting, a very helpful tip is that once you've got your frosting in, you want to use a knife to mix it like this, and you want to kind of do like some streaks like that, and then you want to dip your donut in. This will make it a lot better than rather than just stirring it like this, or just not stirring it at all. Here we have the Gordon Ramsay of donut eating, my dad. All right, would you like to taste them for us?
Well, Finn, I do have about 50 years of hardcore donut eating experience. I will weigh in on this topic.
All right.
All right. They don't taste any better, but they sure do look pretty.
Well, those donuts sure were pretty. And thanks for taste testing them, Dad.
I'll tell you, Finn, they were delicious. And you know, eating those donuts reminded me of a joke.
Oh, boy.
Why do golfers love donuts?
I don't know. Why?
There's always a hole in one.
Oh, that was terrible. Whatever. Whatever, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!